Hallo zusammen, ich bin hier heute mit Estelle Maskame.
Hallo.
Darf ein kleines Interview mit dir führen. Ich fange auch gleich an. Es tut mir schon mal wahnsinnig leid für mein Englisch, ihr müsst da jetzt halt einfach mal durch. So Estelle, we'll start with a few like, what do you prefer more questions and a few fun questions, and then we talk a bit serious about your about your writing. What would you prefer, an ebook, or what do you prefer, an ebook or a real book?
I prefer a real book, a paperback, just because I like to actually hold the book and turn the pages.
Oh.
So
I
definitely.
think it's what the most people prefer. And preferably cat or dog?
Dog.
Dog. Awesome.
Dog,
I like
straight
dog
away.
persons. I like dog persons. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Tea. A really British tea?
Tea, yeah, I hate coffee.
Well, me too. And I think it's one of the most important questions. Red or green, yellow, jello.
Red.
Red. Good answer.
Yeah, I don't like the
Good
colour green.
answer. Good answer. Okay, if you were an animal, if you could be an animal in a zoo, what would you be?
Probably a penguin because they're cute. I don't know. I like penguins.
Okay, and if you could have any accent from the world, which one would you choose?
American.
American?
Because I love America. So I'd love to have an American accent.
Is it why your trilogy is set in America?
Yeah, I love it. So I'd love to have, like the same accents as my characters.
Cool. Is there anything, or maybe you wouldn't tell us, but is there anything you totally like and no one else like it, and it's totally underrated?
Don't think there's anything like that I like that's kind of really uncommon that no one else likes. I think a lot of the stuff I like, kind of most people kind of enjoys it as well. So don't really have an answer for that one.
Okay, do you have any strange writing or personal habits that you would share with us?
I wouldn't call them strange, but like my writing habits are, I have to have music, have to have earphones in, and I hate being too hot. Like while I'm writing, I have to be cold. So I will wear it'll be winter and I'll be wearing shorts and a tank top, just because I have to feel really cool and relaxed. So I guess that's kind of weird. I hate being wrapped up in hoodies and stuff just while writing. It's weird.
Cool. It's one of my favorite questions. I always ask it because there are so funny things.
Yeah.
But now we can talk a bit more serious about your book. Für alle, die es noch nicht kennen, warum auch immer, es geht um Darf. Ich muss es mal so halten, dass man das auch lesen kann. Sehr gutes Buch übrigens. Rezension findet ihr auf meinem Blog, by the way. So, Estelle, how did you start writing?
I was always writing during school. Through primary school, once a week, we got a task, and it was just called story writing, that's what it was called. You got given a prompt, so a paragraph of a story, and you had to kind of finish it. And it was only 1 or 2 pages long, and you did it once a week. And that wasn't enough for me. It was my favourite time of the week at school, but I wanted more, so I just started doing it at home. I just started writing stories at home, and then it just gradually became my hobby, just through writing. Just obviously, just writing and learning how much I loved it, of piecing together stories and creating characters. So I kind of owe it to my primary school for kind of giving us that that task once a week, because I don't think I maybe would have discovered writing if I hadn't had to do that at school.
Okay. And are you a plotter or I don't know, I'm not sure what it's called, pantser?
Yeah, I'm definitely not a plotter. I just kind of go with the flow. I hate plotting. I don't like sitting down and kind of forcing things to happen. I just like to write what feels right at that moment in time for the characters, and I just write what comes natural to me, the ideas and stuff, and I just go along. I just have fun with it and just see where it all takes me, and then at the end I just look back and hope that it all turned out okay.
But do you have a red line in your head where should it go? So
I kind of have an arc that I'm gonna follow, but other than that, there's no specific plot points are really planned.
Do you have a favorite character in your books?
I think Tyler would be my favourite because, I mean, it's Tyler and he's the main lead guy and he's kind of the character that we're all supposed to fall in love with. So he's kind of the more obvious choice. But another one of my favourite characters is Ella, Tyler's mom. She's amazing, especially over the course of the trilogy. You get to know a lot more about her, and her character really does, her personality really does shine through over the course of the books. And yeah, I just adore Ella. Yeah, I just love her.
And which of your characters is hard to write?
Eden's difficult to write, you know, because she's the main character. Everything's from her point of view, so it's her thoughts that are going into the book, and I definitely just want to create a good main character who's telling the story that the characters that's so much.
Okay, imagine you could cast your characters in the Hollywood adaptation of your book. Who would be who?
Right. I only know for like Tyler and Eden. I can't really think of it like anyone that comes to mind for the rest of the kind of supporting cast, but for Tyler it would be Drew Roy, who's an American actor who's he's quite unknown, but I've said this before, but if I say Jesse from Hannah Montana, a lot of people kind of are like, oh, because he's the actor who plays Jesse. Okay. So think of Jesse from Hannah Montana and Selena Gomez for Eden.
Okay, and what are you doing the moments you're not writing or planning some books?
At the moment we're just wrapping up the trilogy, and then I'll be starting some new projects, hopefully in the summer.
Cool. Do you have a favourite writer that you read a lot?
I absolutely love John Green. I just love his books. I just love his writing style because it's both humorous but also kind of emotional at the same time. He has such a great impact with his writing, and I just love his books. I love every single one of them. So yeah, he's definitely my favourite at the moment.
Cool. And did you read a book that impressed you so much that you would say that everybody should read it?
All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I think, have you read it?
I must have to have a look on a German title, but
okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's got a different title, but it's amazing. I can never give enough praise to that book.
I will put it on my list if I don't read it yet. Is there a book where you wish you could have written it?
I'm gonna have to say All the Bright Places again. I just love that book so much, and I just loved, again, the writing style in that book was amazing as well. But also, I'm not sure if this book is out in Germany, but it's so popular in the UK, and it's Asking for It by Louise O'Neill, who's an Irish writer, and that book is just incredible as well. The writing style in that book is just so amazing, just the way she kind of told that story, and yeah, I wish I could have written that book just because of how amazingly it is told. Yeah.
Cool. And last question. Did you have already a situation that was so pleasant, funny, or bizarre that it was just in your mind?
I think the first time I actually, walked in a store and saw the books on a shelf in a store, I think that was definitely the most kind of insane point in, my writing career so far, because I've always dreamed of seeing that. I always dreamed of going into a store and seeing my book on the shelf, and I just never thought it would happen. So to actually walk in that store and see, like, my local Waterstones, which is a brand of bookstores in the UK, to walk into my local Waterstones and see my book, see my name on a shelf with all these other books that I love, it was just, even now it's still surreal to me to see that. So, yeah,
cool. Thank you for your time and your answers. Das war Estelle Maskame. Ich zeige es euch nochmal, damit ihr nochmal wisst, worum es geht. Autorin der Darf-Trilogie. Super awesome. Vielen Dank, dass ihr dabei wart. Wir sehen uns dann demnächst wieder. Tschüss.
Tschüss. Bye.